famous command was slightly different in 1977. For the first time, a woman driver, Janet Guthrie, would join the field for the 19th annual Daytona 500. For the most part, the usual suspects were favored, but Richard Petty had to pit before the start. The 43 was smoking too much oil.
All right, who's got the 43 car? Hop up there and tell Richard to go to the tail end of the line now if he goes back out. Step up there and tell Richard personally to get on the end of the line. All yours, Mr. Carter. Harold, get another one flagged in. Tip's got one, that's all right. Don't let him break on me, Harold. Let her have it.
It's a beautiful start, but Petty came out of pit row in front of the field. He's dead last. In turn 2, it's Donnie Allison with the lead. Foyt is running second. Down the long back chute, they all jockey for position, with Yarborough and Pearson side by side for third.
Pole sitter Donnie Allison and A.J. Foyt went at it immediately. Petty was just ahead, but actually nearly a full lap behind.
Heading for turn 4, Donnie tries to stretch his lead, while Pearson in the Merc 21 passes Cale Lowe to grab third. At the end of the first lap, it's Donnie Allison the leader. Foyt is second, Pearson third, 11 Yarborough is fourth, with Bobby Allison and Benny Parsons in a door-handle duel for fifth.
An early caution calmed things down again. Bobby Warwick's car caught fire, and on the restart, the race really heated up.
Following work by the cleanup crews, Cale Yarborough brings the field down for the restart. Seconds after Cale takes the green flag, A.J. Foyt drops his Gilmore Chevy 51 underneath him to take over the lead in turn 1. It's a 190-mile-an-hour traffic jam down the back chute as Cale moves up to try Foyt, with Parsons, Marcus, and Pearson all going for second.
Richard Petty had remained in front of the leaders, so he was able to close the whole gap during the caution. He was running a couple of miles per hour faster than the rest of the field and immediately started working his way up. Donnie Allison's great start was forgotten when bad luck intervened. A blown tire in the tri-oval took him out of the race. Terry Ryan got blown into the wall coming out of turn 2. Richard Petty was well aware of the hazardous nature of that particular spot.
There's a little bit of a hump coming off of number 2 just as you go onto the backstretch. And, you know, you have to hit that just right because if the wind's blowing across the track, it can push you into the wall. They have a lot of action in that particular place.
122 laps in, one of those accidents happened when the wind nudged Salt Walther's Chevrolet.
Buddy Baker and Salt Walther tangle with Dave Marcus in the Penske Mercury number 2.
All right, clean up one, take your records, clean up the mess, and pick up the wreck for me.
There would be no repeat of 1976's wild finish. First Petty, then David Pearson retired with engine trouble. That left Cale Yarborough and 1975 winner Benny Parsons to fight it out. Yarborough was leading when Pearson dropped out. The 1968 winner had come in dead last in the 1976 race, completing exactly one lap. His subsequent 9 wins, 22 top 5s, and Winston Cup championship proved Daytona to be an aberration. Benny Parsons, who had benefited from Pearson's dust-up with Yarborough to take the checkered flag in 1975, took over for a few laps. Then, with less than 75 miles remaining, Cale jumped out in front again. It was wide open throttle for the 2 Chevrolets the rest of the way.
The white flag, one more lap. Benny Parsons is trying desperately, but Cale's car seems smoother and stronger down every foot of the racetrack. Buddy Baker in the Ford 15 is running third. Another Chevy 14, Cuckoo Marlin, is fourth. Parsons can't do it as Cale Yarborough comes screaming down off the 4th turn to put his Holly Farm Chevy 11 in the record books as the winner of the 19th annual Daytona 500.
The 9-year gap between wins was the longest ever for multiple winners of the great American race.
9 years is a long time. I'd almost forgot about the first one, but you know, this is almost an unbelievable week for me. I won everything they threw at me this week. I had 3 races to run, and we won them all 3. As far as I'm concerned, in 1968, when I won in Wood Brothers car, I had a good race car. I won today in the best car on the racetrack.
Cale Yarborough won his 125-mile qualifier, the IROC race, and the 1977 Daytona 500. He would go on to win the Winston Cup again that year, and in 1978 became the only driver to win the championship 3 years in a row.